This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Wednesday, September 18th, 2024. I'm Alex Brown. Officials in Muncie are bullish on the future for both their city and the entire East Central Indiana region. In Muncie specifically, Mayor Dan Ridenour said the city has seen population increases in each of the last 3 years after 50 years of declines, and housing is in big demand.
We've got our first development under construction right now that's one that's both affordable and market at the same time. We also put in a subdivision, which we have all 34 lots of this subdivision are sold. No houses yet, but they're all sold. So we're anticipating that soon. We do have some building permits. And we've got some other things coming. And, the thing about housing is it's something that takes a long time to get put together. At best, it's going to be 12, 13 months to get it constructed.
The mayor said the city is seeking state-ready funding to implement more downtown housing, which is currently at 99.4% occupancy. Arizona-based Aravon Energy said Tuesday that it has secured $351 million in financing for its solar project in Gibson County. When operational, Gibson Solar is expected to generate enough clean energy to power the equivalent of more than 30,000 homes annually. Batesville-based Hillenbrand's Ohio subsidiary Millicron has entered into an agreement for 2 industrial properties in that state. The agreement calls for Millicron to sell the 2 properties to Chicago-based Blue Owl Real Estate Capital for $54.9 million, then lease them back from Blue Owl for about $5 million per year. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to the Engage Indiana series, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. With an unrelenting focus on growing Indiana's economy, we'll dive into each region's unique challenges and distinct opportunities for growth. 9 regions, 1 goal. Indiana's bold future starts here. Discover more and register at ibj.com/engage.
Last week, Daryl Schmidt of Du Bois County was sworn in as state senator for Indiana District 48. The week before, he won a Republican caucus to replace Mark Messmer, who left the seat to run for Indiana's 8th congressional district. In an interview for our Evansville Region Report newsletter, Schmidt said he plans to use the same plan he did as county councilor in order to get to know a broader swath of constituents.
What I committed to everyone that I'm going to do, I will have been to every town council meeting, city council meeting, county council meeting, and commissioners meeting in the first 12 months. So by going out and reaching out, that's how I will be able to have a pulse and understand the people's needs and then be able to represent the district the best way possible.
Schmidt said while he has a late start, he hopes to sponsor a bill early in the 2025 legislative session. 5 Indiana companies are among 400 companies nationwide recognized by Newsweek in its list of America's most admired workplaces. South Bend-based military vehicle maker AM General, Fort Wayne-based health services provider Benchmark Human Services, Indianapolis-based Elevance Health, and commercial and industrial contractor F.A. Wilhelm Construction, and Lafayette-based heavy-duty vehicle maker Wabash made the news organization's inaugural list. Newsweek and New York-based market data research firm Plant A Insights Group compiled the rankings based on a survey of more than 250,000 U.S. employees and more than 1.5 million collected company reviews. Criteria included how companies foster innovation, professional growth, and work-life balance. Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology professor Carlotta Berry is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.